My name is Brian Pillman Jr., and you're watching Dre 41 Gaming. Now, I'm a little partial to this gaming channel because 41 is my magic number. It was my number in football, and it was my father's football number. So you can bet that Brian Pillman Jr. is going to be tuning in to Dre 41 Gaming only on YouTube.
What's up, y'all? This is your boy Drake41, and welcome to another episode of the Let's Talk podcast. And I got my co-host with me, Ken Washington. What's going on?
What's happening? The radio voice, or what is it that MC Adams calls me now? Or Jinx? He calls me the quiet storm of call. Yeah, because this voice, it don't get. You've seen me in person. This voice don't get much higher than this.
There you go. So like in this episode, what we are going to do is we're going to give you guys three of our, what did I say, great wrestling finisher names and who performed them. Now, me, I did a little bit extra because initially I hit my boy up and I was like, yo, let's just do three finishers and like the people who do them, right? But I didn't say like how many people. I did three. He didn't. But if he can think of more, it's fine. We can do this on the fly. It's okay.
We do most of the stuff on the fly. We just got to learn to stay on topic. That's
who got to learn to stay on topic.
Both of us. Nah, you're not gonna sell me out.
Sir,
not today.
Sir, I'm always.
Look at us right now. We need to get back on it. All right, let's go.
I'm on. Cool, bet. All right, so I'm gonna let you start.
How did I know you was gonna let me start?
You want me to go first? I'll go first.
No, I go first. It's fine.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm good.
Sure?
I'm
comfortable going first?
Yeah. What? You make it like this the first time.
Hey, yo. All right, go ahead.
All right. So number 3 for me is so when I was looking at the finishers that I enjoy the most, it was kind of like a thing where I was looking at like something that could be hit just at random. Like it didn't necessarily take like a big setup for it. And the first one that came to mind is one that I've loved since I saw it, and that's the bullhammer elbow that Wade Barrett used to pull out. That's always been one because it just felt like, you know, you could be in the middle of graps and he just pop you with it, and you just, you know, even in 2K they sell it great with the bullhammer elbow. So that was always one that I levitated to. I've never used it for my personal call, but I don't know. It's just one of the moves. I'm like, yeah, I love that. Nice, simplistic, get the job done, get you a 3 count, go to the pay window, as JR like to say.
So okay, so the name is the bullhammer elbow.
That's I believe that's the whole name of it. That's the name I could find it. The
bullhammer ripcord elbow.
Well, see, I wasn't thinking about it from like the ripcord angle. I'm just talking about like you just in the middle of something, you just drop it on them right quick, or you can pull it off from the ripcord as well. Yeah, but
isn't that the same thing? That's I could have sworn that's what.
I mean, I guess. You know what I'm saying? I never saw Wade do it from that. I just saw him like
he did do a ripcord.
I saw him do it spinning. I have to look and see if he did.
Spinning?
Yeah, where he like spun around and hit him with like they had
like a rolling elbow.
Yeah, kind of like that, but he had like spun around and then hit him with the elbow. It was like in the middle of like, it looked like it was in the middle of a sequence, and then he just popped him with it, and that was the end of it. That's what I was saying. It was kind of like one of those, you don't need much of a setup for it. Like you can just kind of, they run at you in the corner, you just slap them with the elbow and be done with the match.
Okay, understood. All right. So any notable people besides Barrett?
I know you probably gonna give me some names, but he's the only one that I can remember doing it.
There's someone who does it right now.
Who?
Seth Rollins.
I don't watch Seth like that.
All right, bet. Okay. So I'm gonna go for mine. This is in no particular order because I don't want to say like which one's the best or whatever the case is. So the first one that I have is for a name is the Tombstone Pile Driver. I just like it. I like it. It sounds like it's gonna hurt. It's gonna end you. You know what I'm saying? And basically, there's so many different ways to do it. And I'm not talking about the sit out one. We ain't even talking about that because that's like an inverted pile driver.
Yeah.
Or reverse pile driver. It's not a tombstone pile driver. And my idea of the tombstone pile driver is always you dropping to your knees to do it.
Yeah.
So of course, the notable one is Undertaker, right?
Of
So,
course.
but he did it different ways. Like, so, like, and I'm gonna have videos for it so you guys can see it. Like, so when he was like Big Evil, he would put like his thumbs down, like before he does it to you and drop you. He'll do the leaping one. Also, another one who does like a notable one is Just Incredible. He would do it is
Oh
what's
yeah.
called That's Incredible, and he would spin with it. So that one was
Yeah.
tough. And he will also do it from the top turnbuckle. So that was another great way. And he was like the only person who really did it. So that was a notable person I wanted to put with it. And a guy who's become a free agent, Kazuchika Okada. I don't know where he's going, but he does it too. I don't think he won ever with it, which I feel like is kind of kills the move for me. But yeah, he's notable for utilizing it. Not, I wanted to use someone current, so I had to throw him in there. But that's my first one, the Tombstone Pile Driver. That one sounds devastating. It sounds like you ended somebody with it, and the character that goes with it matches with it perfectly. So there you go.
Yeah. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, I'm on point like an archer.
Oh my
Put me on the
god.
court. Put me on the court, coach. I'm out here. I'm out here. I'm gonna score 30.
So my next one is one that you should already we already talked about this one
Hold
since
on,
it's
hold on.
not in order.
Before you even say it, I knew he was gonna pick this, so I already had four ready. I said three, but I was like, yo, I know he's gonna pick this, and I picked it too. And I was like, I'm gonna make
I,
another one
I want to
just.
know how you knew I was gonna pick
Dog,
it.
I knew. I just knew because we had the same idea because one of the people who use it, we're both fans of. So that's the reason why. That's the reason why. So I already knew.
uh yeah, that good old lariat. You gotta all the variations of it too. That the clothesline from hell, that always looked like, man, turning Rey Mysterio inside out with that, that's a
Mm.
gif I have
Billy Gunn
saved in my phone.
took it great, and Rikishi.
Billy Gunn, yeah, for them to be bigger dudes, they took it beautifully.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got Brody Lee's version, Trisha Dora and the good old Lariat Tubman. Yeah, I stole that name, Trish. I'm sorry. But a good old Lariat, just I don't know. It's something about that move. It's another one that you really don't need much of a setup for. Bradshaw probably is the best example of that.
No,
His
his was a setup.
his was a setup, but there were matches like when he was with the APA. Like I remember
Oh, APA,
watching
yeah,
one.
he'll just
Yeah,
run through. Yeah.
like Jeff Hardy jumped off Matt's back and he just caught him in the air and took him
Mm-hmm.
clean out of it. That's the end of that, you know. I mean, he
Yeah.
had a set, especially when he became JBL, it was more of a setup. And, you know, there's some theatrics with that spin on it when you're really trying to decapitate somebody. But it's another one that overall, a lariat doesn't need much of a setup for you to mow somebody over and get it done.
Right. Now, see, you're missing someone who you utilized the lariat. My boy Kenta Kobashi with the burning lariat.
The burning, like, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
But
See,
see, his wasn't running. He wouldn't run at you. He'll just like hold you and just
just run you over.
yeah.
Didn't Vader do that a little bit too? Just kind of like hold you up and be like, it wasn't like a finisher, but he would
No, it
just kind of
wasn't.
like
It was just
look
like
you
a
in the
short arm.
eyes.
No, he would do a short arm, so he'll bring you in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
But it was
he'll
just
bring you
like they just look you in the eyes, you know,
in.
and then just proceed to make you stare at the lights until you come back to consciousness. It's great. It's great.
See, and that's the thing. So okay, I'm just adding on to what he already had. So he said Trisha Dora. I had her on the list. JBL, I had him on the list. And but the difference is I had Kenta Kobashi with the burning Larry. So
So I had Brody Lee. So that was the only one we had
that's the
different.
differences.
Yeah.
That's the differences that we had. All right. So for my end, another creative name is the Pearl River Plunge.
Oh my God. I would have never in my life.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh
There you
man.
go. Yeah.
Wow.
We taking it back. Boy,
Now that theme music playing in my head.
yes, from Pearl River, Mississippi, right? So boom. Also known, if y'all don't know what the Pearl River plunge is, that's the Tiger Driver. So basically, of course, the first person that comes to mind with the Pearl River plunge is the only person who had that name for it. It's Ahmed Johnson, right? But then we also, it's a couple of different people, like right. So like current day, you would probably say like Tyler Bate or Tony Storm. But I also want to put, even though he didn't do it the same, he had multiple ways of doing it. Was Mitsuharu Misawa, so he would do the regular Tiger Driver and then the Tiger Driver 91, which was more of like a sheesh. It was almost like a double underhook kneeling pile driver, basically. And
that you just
yeah,
so happened to miss getting dropped on your brain. Yeah.
yes, and for all these, well, all the finishers and stuff we're talking about, I'll have videos in here so y'all can see what we're talking about.
Yeah, so you don't necessarily have to look at us.
Yeah, not all the time. You know what I'm saying? Technology. We're in 2024. It's fine. But yeah, the Pearl River Plunge, man. And here's the funny thing. I always assumed that was the name for it up until WWF Attitude came out and they changed it to Tiger Driver. And I was like, why did they change the Pearl River Plunge to the Tiger Driver? Like, that don't even make sense. Like, that's Ahmed's move. And
yeah,
in my mind, because I was a kid, I never knew.
I was about to say I was damn near grown, if not grown, when I figured out that it was not called the Pearl River Plunge. That's what I always called it.
Yeah.
Through all, if you hear me on commentary now and I see it, I'm gonna call it the Pearl River Plunge. It's just what I know it as.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it went with the character. It was a really creative name.
Yeah,
Ahmed was that guy, man. I ain't gonna
really
lie, Ahmed was that guy. But like I said, notable people: Misawa, Tyler Bate, Tony Storm, so many people. William Regal did it, a variation. I don't think he sat out.
No, William Regal was a technical mastermind, though.
Yeah, so he would do it, but he'll drop you.
Yeah.
Scott Steiner, he wouldn't sit out; he'll drop you.
Yeah, he did math with his. Sorry,
but that's my second one is the Pearl River Plunge / Tiger Drive.
Well, I'm gonna switch it up. I want to hear your last one now. I know what my last one is. And
what you mean? You gotta go.
Where am I going? I already went out for the day.
I just did the Pearl River Plunge. You gotta do yours.
Fine.
I hope you ain't picked one I got. Okay.
How many did you put on your list? I'm just asking.
I put 4.
Oh, you put 4? I put 5 just in case. I got a couple honorable mentions that I'll put out there later.
No, just do the list first. Don't go to honorable.
No. I'm gonna do the list. I said afterwards.
Okay, cool.
If we got time left, it depends on how it works. Anyway, I'm a fan of a good old cutter. Just a nice, good old cutter.
No, come on now. That's a great name.
Right. It's the name, but what would you call it then? I mean, the Ace. Which one?
Ace Crusher.
Well, I was thinking, which one would you call it? Yeah, the Diamond Cutter was obviously my favorite because that's one of my favorite wrestlers. Diamond Dallas Page. But then I didn't really care for the Ace Crusher because I didn't really care for that person.
Well, that's where you got it from.
I know. But the Stone Cold Stunner, the RKO.
No, that's not the same. That's not the same thing. The Stone Cold Stunner is not a cutter.
The Stone Cold Stunner is not the same thing as the Ace Crusher.
It's a 3/4 jawbreaker. It's not a cutter. I never considered the Stone Cold Stunner a cutter, ever.
I did because it looked a lot like the Ace Crusher.
It's a jawbreaker.
He sits out. Johnny Ace would sit out with the Ace Cutter as well. Would he not?
No. That's not 100% true. That's not 100% true.
It's not 100%. It's not 100% not either.
But you can't go. It's not the Stone Cold Stunner in the.
If he didn't do it on purpose, that's not. We'll never know because he won't come on here to tell us if he did it on purpose or not.
So anyway, you really running with that?
I'm running like a track star.
People they're gonna get you in the comments. They're gonna get you, but it's fine.
Won't be the first time. Anyway.
Live with it. I'm gonna let you cook. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, dude. What's wrong?
Who's the notable people?
You got Diamond Dallas Page. You got Randy
Stone
Orton.
Cold Steve Austin.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. Yeah, I said it. Johnny Ace. Let's see.
I'm never gonna let this down.
You don't let me live anything down anyway. So
okay, go ahead.
I got receipts anyway. Them the ones that I thought of when I made it. But
okay,
yeah.
All right. So for my last one, I'm going to say this one is so devastating that it's rarely used ever.
I have a feeling I know what it is because of who you are, but I'm gonna let you go ahead.
Sir,
Sorry.
sir.
Oh, I'm sorry. I said it out loud. My bad. My bad.
um. Well, coincidentally, as you see me with orange on, the guy who invented the move wore orange, Kenta Kobashi, and it is the Burning Hammer,
I don't
which is,
fucking know.
sir,
What happened?
which is the reverse Death Valley driver, right? Now, there's three different ways to do it. The Kenta Kobashi way, which is the best way.
Hurts. Yeah. No.
You could do it the most horrible way ever that I've ever seen someone do it. And it's funny because I was like doing research on like who performed the moves and how they looked, just so I could put their names like as like notable like wrestlers who did it.
Yeah.
The person who did it the worst was Tyler Rex. Tyler Rex did it the worst. It looked horrible. Horrible. A person who did it really good, Brian Kendrick, he did it on the Cruiserweight Classic.
Yeah.
He did it amazingly. That was amazing. I do believe, and I might be wrong, but I feel like I remember this vaguely. I seen Mark Briscoe do it, but it wasn't like the Japanese way. And then Dan Mav, he also does the Burning Hammer. Plus, it's a great move. It's a great name, and it's just like you don't know what it is based on the name. It's like Burning Hammer. Like you would think it's more like an attack move or something
Yeah.
as opposed to like a grapple.
As
And
opposed
it's
to
like
dropping them on the back of their head.
basically. And it's like just the visual of a hammer that like you dip in gasoline and set on fire. I think it looked tough. I don't know. It just the
What?
visual. I don't even know. I don't
Oh,
know.
okay.
I'm not saying to do it for real, like boom and just bang
Nah,
somebody.
that was
Don't do that.
that was the most random.
I'm just saying. I don't even get like how they make the names up in Japan. I don't. The burning lariat, I get, but the burning hammer, it's a reverse Death Valley. It's fine, but I like the name Burning Hammer.
Yeah, Burning Hammer sounds a lot better than Reverse Death Valley.
Death Valley Driver sounds pretty good, but
No,
reverse
Death
Death
Valley
Valley,
Driver sound with reverse. That seems like too much of a
reverse to it makes
burn.
it like
Yeah,
what? What's a reverse?
yeah.
Okay.
Burning Hammer. Oh, he's on his brains. Got it. Yeah.
Yeah, right. So that's my
CT,
three.
love it.
So, well, so what you got?
I gave you my three, but my honorable mention, one of them has to be for me the frog splash. Because Eddie Guerrero, RVD, seen Seth Rollins do a pretty good one.
Okay, go ahead.
A pretty good one as far as the landing for Seth. Not really the takeoff so much, but the landing he would nail. Montez Ford's is a beauty to
This
me.
is like the 5-star frog splash to me.
It is, but he gets way the hell up there, and I don't know if that's the bounce from the rope or whatever. But my man
You
gets some
missing somebody.
airtime. Who am I missing?
Are you done with your notable people who do it?
Yeah, sure. Who am I missing?
D'Lo Brown.
The lowdown. Oh, damn it! I just saw D'Lo in December. He gonna fight me. My bad. God, I hope
That's
he's
so
not at
bad.
the show in February.
That's so bad that you didn't put D'Lo. You didn't put D'Lo.
I feel bad now. I feel terrible actually. How did I forget to put D'Lo on that list?
That's
And I'm
crazy.
sitting here staring at it. That's crazy. He is on the list of notable people, and I did not. All right, I'm gonna die.
Is that everybody?
Is everybody that I can think of?
I mean, like as far as like list, you said you did 5.
Huh?
You said you did 5.
Oh, God.
What is going on here?
Man, I zoned out there for a second. Leave me alone. My, my fifth one is actually a big boot, and you can. Hey, man, look, Tess had me sold on that big boot
Okay,
for
Tess
the
did it.
longest time. Yeah,
He did a running big boot though.
he
Not
did a
too much
running big boot, but him and Brody Lee and that kneel down that he put to his big boot, even though for his it wasn't really a finisher. That was a good setup to that lariat. But Test
Okay.
was just a running big boot, run through you, foot to your face, had you spinning around like a top. And he was the
Yeah.
most notable that I can think of with the big boot that actually made it believable enough to be like, oh yeah, no, he's sleeping. Running big boot. Now there were some, what do they call that?
Masahiro Chono, drive-by kick. That's almost like a big boot,
That's what I was thinking of, the drive-by kick. Yeah. Ooh.
you know. Chono bang that out. And you know what? Here's a funny thing. I got another one, but go ahead. I'm gonna let you do your thing.
Oh no, I'm good. Now you got it. Because
We good?
Test was the main person that I had for the big boot. Yeah.
All right, all right. So since we running low on time anyway, so I'm gonna get this one. Um, Poison Mist, Poison Mist, Great Muda, Tajiri.
Jerry.
Um, Now it's not even just about performing the move. Asuka, of course. I'll throw somebody recent in. Someone who used it one time and they never explained why he did it. Rey Mysterio Jr. He just did it one time on Raw and never did it again. Or was it on SmackDown? It was on one of them. Oh, you looking like you've never seen this.
I don't think I have.
Yeah, Rey Mysterio did the Poison Mist and they never explained why. Never. It just randomly did it one night and
That
never did it
wasn't
again.
during the time when Tajiri was there, was it?
No, this was like a couple of years ago.
Oh,
Like I don't know why, but it was just like the person who I felt like did it the best was either Tajiri or Muda, point blank, because they would do it like
yeah,
where
those
you
two are
wouldn't
like
even
with the
expect
poison
it.
mist. Those two are like teeter tottering. If you said that Tajiri did it, if you
I
said
would
Tajiri did it better, I would understand why. And if you said the Muda did it better, well, he was the originator, I believe. And
no
wasn't he? He wasn't. Who did it before Muda?
Great Kabuki.
Oh, Jesus, you making my back hurt, man.
Hey,
Oh
listen,
man,
that was the Great Kabuki. He did it first, but no, I really feel like with Muda, he would like do it like out of nowhere, and he would do it like multiple times. And it'll be like different colors. And it'll just be like you and with him you would never see when he does it, like when he puts like the food coloring in or whatever, you never see him do it. And it would just boom, hit you. You know what I'm saying? And I like also with the move itself is that the different colors do different things. Like one is to stun you, one's to burn your eyes, one is to leave you dazed and confused, one puts you to sleep. Like bro, I didn't even know they had like a backstory to a move. Like this the only move in wrestling that has a story to it.
gotta
Like the
love it.
different colors do different things. So
You gotta love it.
yeah, so that's basically my list of great wrestling finisher names and who performed them. So overall, I never want to do like a ranking system of like um best one to worst one. I never want to do that
Nah.
because I feel like I enjoy all the names, so it's like it's good for me. What about you?
Yeah, no, I can't. I like the names and the moves themselves. Like I said before, how they're performed. Um, More so like I like the setup to them, like easier setups. Maybe I'm just a basic person. You've seen my car; it's a very basic car. Is
It is not basic. Go ahead. Do you think?
it is? I
No,
don't
it's
use a
not.
lot of.
All the designs you use. Stop playing. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah,
Well, that's
basic.
because people don't like my color schemes. But we're not going into that. But yeah, no, just the ease of setup. One I just thought of that's kind of an easy setup is the rocket kick or claymore, whichever one you want to call it.
There's Rocket Kick, Claymore. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, Rocket Kick or Claymore. Yeah, because
yeah. I mean, that's just Drew's look pretty good.
Roderick
Roderick
Strong used
Strong.
it.
God, one
Who
of the
else?
good brothers. Carl Anderson.
Carl Anderson uses it.
Yeah,
Yeah. Hmm.
yeah. Just
Okay.
but just moves like that. I love the names to them and just the ease of which they look like they can be performed. I love those moves that look like they can hit you out of nowhere,
And that's
literally, and then
and
just
that's literally the best ones is ones that you
yeah,
can hit out of anywhere.
yeah, just oh, I'm in the middle of this sequence and I just put my boot in his mouth or gave him that elbow to the face or a nice good old just lariat, just
Mm.
what a run over. There we go. I'll keep the pauses away from that. There we go.
Good enough. Well, let us know in the comment section below what's your favorite finisher names and who does them. Another one that's really crazy is the three-handled family credenza. No, the three-handled moss-covered family credenza. And Perry Saturn did it. I don't ask me how I remember. I just do. Let us know in the comment section what's yours. As for Ken Washington, this is Dre41. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll catch you on the next video later.
And I am prepared to argue about that diamond cutter or ace crusher versus. Yeah,
sir, it's not real.
Turn it off.
We're not.